I thought the first shot was kind of cool, but you're gonna hear more of me talking now. So basically, if you turn over here, they called this rock like Dog Rock or something like that, because basically if you look at it from like upside down, it looks like a dog playing on its back. So I ended up only even starting to record on the way back towards the second half of the river, so you didn't see the first half. And here I literally have my phone like right between my knees being held up for this shot. Fucking insane, I know. And that was the water. Is very deep. The Colorado River is very deep. Eventually I looked up and I saw this airplane and I was like, dang, they're kind of stranded in the sky, just like we're stranded in the Colorado River, because there was absolutely no cell service there. No Wi-Fi, no cell, no like, you were connected to satellite. That was the closest thing. But you know, that much was fine by me. I had a lot of fun on this trip, and I actually learned a new rowing technique as well, so your arms don't get as tired, where you push instead of pull. It's very nice. You know, at the very beginning of the tour, our tour guide said to look out for white butts, and not to flash her with your white butt, but for white butts as in the horned sheep on the mountain. So we got to see two. One was really close and that one was really far. I didn't get a video of the first one. Here is my parents and sibling racing on their kayaks, but it didn't really matter because we ended up in the same destination anyways. This is one of our stopping points and there was a duck. The water was really, really clear, but it's also the Colorado River, so it was really fucking cold. It was 53 degrees, and there's the duck again. Hello, ducky. Oh, you're coming up close to me. I ended up taking a full-on plunge. Well, if you didn't hear my tour guide, we were stopping for a hike. She had us nibble a bit of it. It was salty. It wasn't bad.
If I stand in front of this pyrite, it does not shine through the shade. If this was real gold, it would still be shining through the shade. But pyrite's also pretty rough and pretty rigidy. Compared to gold, it's going to be much more flat and flush against the side of the canyon. Now you guys know all about rocks. Chuck that mica down. We need no trace here. Gold usually trace in the course too, yes, this is a $10 radius.
Oh, interesting. The hike wasn't very long at all, really, but we did get to the top of this area and it was super pretty looking over. And there was actually some old, like, monument things. Basically, these were the areas where these two guys used to live who were building the Hoover Dam. You can listen to the tour guide, but basically, these got struck by lightning and burned down.
All they had to do once they got there was measure the depth of the Colorado River, and they had to do this every day, twice a day. So 120 degrees Fahrenheit, no air conditioning. Why in the heck were they doing something so crazy? Great Depression. These guys would have been considered lucky to have
jobs. Lucky to have jobs. That's what she ended that sentence with, by the way. But then we finally got back to the hotel.
Because it wasn't working earlier either. Oh. So cool.
14th floor. Going down.
Why do I pause here? Because I'm trying to show you this creepy ass hallway. Look at this. Terrifying. The entire hotel was built like this. It was a really big hotel too. It was huge. I've never been in like such a big like place before. Just a small tour of the hotel room that you can barely see. And then I have the look outside of the window. It's very beautiful. But then we just got ready to do more stuff for that evening. Little did I know, my sister was bringing me to a mall that was literally closing. You can trust I was particularly upset about this, but we were there for mainly one thing.
Food! We were there for food! What were you thinking? My sister became intrigued by the punching machine. And she said, I'll give you... She said, like that one meme, I got you $1. She said, I'll give you $1 if you do it. And I was like, oh gosh, in this outfit? But I said, fuck it, because, you know, I'm me.
I want to take a go at it. That was so big. 200.
Amazing, does it not?
And our food is here.
Oh, this food is so good. It smells
It really does. At this point, we had already eaten, and we were looking to kill time, and a lot of the stores in the mall were already closed, which kind of sucked. But, you know, we looked around anyways. We still had another 2 hours, and then we ended up walking over to another shopping area across the street, and it had a Daiso, so of course I had to go check it out. And then by the time we got done in Daiso, we had to rush over to the movies, and this was footage right after we got back to the hotel. Right there too. Okay, this is everything I got at Daiso. And then my favorite. Goodbye Daiso bag. I know these look like they were 100% filmed on the same day, but this was actually the next morning. And I'm like, goodbye Daiso bag, and then I almost tripped over the tassels on that thing. I got distracted. This reminded me of a certain short film, if you know what I mean.
But this was the day we were on to our main attraction. Oh, that's just the strip.
Aren't you glad you listened to your rideshare driver and came to the place that does not exist?
Here is your VIP badge. There's going to be a free drink you can pick up in the pharmacy anytime before you exit.
Oh my gosh, so wait, we're like gonna have a die?
He said it's just a store.
He said it's just a store.
Wait, that's really funny.
Oh, Universal High Performance. Lavender Lemon.
Liquid Death. Oh no, I'm kidding.
With his hippie needs all the shop.
Dad was so funny when he came in and he's like, oh, it's just... Holy shit.
Those are steep.
Also, we need to get
The customer's always right.
Oh, is this the garden you were talking about, Mom?
I'm actually going to talk quietly during this video because this entire art exhibit really reminded me of my experimental film class, where we took projectors and we put a lot of our short films onto walls and in the different studios and all around and on people and on items and things. And it reminded me that how art is displayed is just as important as the art itself. Anyways, you know your girl likes rock climbing. I found an entire cave. This entire hallway heavily reminded me of the Biotic Factor. Anywho, that was my last video of Omega Mart. It was pretty crazy. I didn't expect it to be like dance and stuff. And later that night, we went down, as you can guess, Fremont Street. I think one of the funniest things that happened here was my dad saying he had to go to the bathroom, and then I look over and he's walking into somewhere called The D with a stripper dancing outside. It's apparently the art district, but to me, it was more like gambling, drugs, addiction, pornography, etc. And as the stupid holy saint I am, who doesn't do alcohol, drugs, etc., I didn't have that much fun. Until afterwards, we got back to the car and we saw a gangle of people on bikes. Like, it was really funny. We were like, what the hell? But after that night, it was time to go home. But before we left, I got to do the thing that I really wanted to do, which was find a bakery. And this is a Japanese bakery.
Our onigiris are fresh. This, you know, if it's not here, they usually make it for us in about 2 minutes. Oh, okay. But what we're popping popular for.
This strawberry bread was the main thing I came for, and Jesus Christ, I was jumping up and down off the walls. She was so, like, she got so excited because I was so excited, and she ended up giving me 2 of the things for free, and I spent like $30 there just on all of the different like baked goods. So that is like a curry bun, garlic and butter, croissant bread. Got both of those for free.
Girl, where's your phone now?
Got all of those. I'm so excited. My phone had run out of storage at this point, so I was using my sister's phone to record, and she sent me these videos. But that was the end of my Vegas trip. I ended up sleeping on the way back. Here's just some photos from the trip that I didn't really get a video of, but thought they were honorable mentions. Those noodles were awesome, off the wall, and this is some stuff I got from Omega Mart. But yeah, that's pretty much it.